And that's like I said, man, that's something too that black people have to be able to surpass. Not saying get over, not saying forget, but understand that there are ways within this system for because racism never going nowhere. I don't know if nobody told you niggas, but racism is never going to be destroyed. It's never going to be eliminated. And white people aren't the only people that are racist. Okay, I was a betting man. I say the people that hate niggas the most are Indians. Okay, like the you know what I mean the red dots, not the feathers. All right.
Listen, I
So
got a personal online beef with the dots, bro. Don't even get me started, man. I've been going at the dots so hard. I've paid prices going at the dots, bro. Tell me, listen,
yeah,
man. I got beef with every customer service department out there.
yeah, man. Shout out to Herb Saint in the building. What you got for me, brother?
What's happening? Fantastic.
I
What's
can't
up?
complain. What's up? What's up?
What's up? What's up? Look, I wanted to touch on what the brother said about Dr. Curry. I don't know if he like even listens to him or if he read his book, Man Not. But man, if you read that, you'll understand that he the real deal. Like he don't. I understand your argument with the pro-black, but there's a bifurcation within that structure. And that if you listen to him, he is nothing like. He's an advocate, 110%. Matter of fact, he got some new content out on an interview with a brother that's real good, and he spits fire, man. And he back it up with data on what's it called? Intimate partner violence, the numbers. Man, he breaks it down to I mean so deep. You'd be like, man, I thought this, I thought it was this way when it was in this way the whole time. Talking about male, how many males, black males were killed more by their partners, women from the 70s through the 80s with the data. They showed they were killing their husbands and men more than any other group. And then they asked, well, why did they doing that? Well, the white supremacist um, uh, thought leaders at the time and psychology books said that well that's just how they are. They can't run their homes and stuff. So the black women have to chastise them. That was their thing. Dr. Curry fought against that, and he spoke against it. So to say that this brother is not a person to advocate is not the truth. It's not the truth. You just gotta listen to and read the book, but you gotta find him because, like Fantastic said, the algorithm don't want you to hear what he have to say. Type him in. He got a
Yeah,
new. He talk. Type him
yeah.
in. It's the truth.
That's what I was saying. I've never seen Dr. Curry go super duper hard. I've heard him say some pro black things, not pro black things, but I guess like things concerning racism. But even when I saw
Right.
him make the mention, it was reasonable. It wasn't on no Tariq Nasheed, fucking super duper, the white
Right.
man every around every corner type shit. So that's why I said, but I couldn't like I said, I'm not well versed. I don't know how much more hood has listened to him than me. My understanding, like I said, Dr. Curry's number one thing is like I said, advocacy for black men and boys. Same with Dr. Tia Johnson. So shout out to those brothers. Let me
I'm
get
gonna give you one point. I'm gonna give you one more point, brother, before you go move on. He made a
yeah,
point that numbers were counted right against in interpartment violence in favor for women with numbers for violence. So, say for instance, two people got into it, and the two girls, he might have said, "Man, y'all better get from around here." He might have told her friends, right? "Oh, y'all need to leave me alone and stuff." They were counted as victims. Do you understand how that compounds the numbers against the black male?
yeah,
That
exactly.
that he broke that down, man. I didn't know that.
Well, let me
So
just say I didn't make any of those points to go on some kind of personal attack, against Dr. Curry or Hassan Johnson or whatever, because I know there's similar lines of thought that I'm talking about, but I'm pointing out an issue. And respect to those brothers, they're doctors. Shoot, I respect the title of anything else, but at the same time, an issue is an issue, bro.
I understand that, but what you got to understand, brother, is that when you said no and you immediately said that without the facts and backing it up, you just as you're practicing what they do against Fantastic and other brothers that's trying to elevate the conversation and make it about serious numbers, the data, and the failure of young black men and boys. Because when he's putting that information out there, and when you the comment you made automatically suppress all of that work.
Well, all
By
I said
saying
was
no.
no, and then I made a thoughtful explanation as to why. And we can disagree,
Well,
but it's just an opinion and
we
an
gotta be
observation, you
focused.
know?
We gotta be focused with our agenda. You see what I'm
I hear
saying?
you.
That's the problem with people, especially black folk. We not focused. You got brothers talking about Palestine and all. Listen, look at your
That's
Glock.
crazy. That's crazy. Guatemalans in Palestine, bro. That's what we doing in the black community. It's wild.
Yeah, man, it's the truth.
Yeah,
Thank you, brother.
right, for sure. Tyranny, what's up?
What's up? First off, I come in peace, right? I'm not coming up here to argue with y'all. Uh, Conservative, why you say Guatemalans? I'm actually intrigued why you said Guatemalans.
I should have said El Salvadorians, but either it doesn't matter. They're fighting for the Latin community. Not every one of your black elected official is waving a foreign Latin flag at this point. What happened to the black flips? What happened to the red, green, and black? But never mind all that. You know, viva la tacos.
Tacos. I mean, you do know that black people are in Guatemala too, right?
Yeah, but
Well,
Tyranny, that's the minority. Let's
You
get
see?
what you got
You
for
it's a lot
see?
of us. It's a lot of us over there,
not. No, it's
and
not,
we don't
Tyranny.
speak no
Uh-huh.
English.
Mhm.
Tyranny,
We
no.
were the
Go ahead.
original Mayans, right? Uh-huh. Yeah, yeah.
Absolutely,
Well,
absolutely.
that's partially true, but anyway, Tyranny, go ahead.
I just came from Colombia, so I know it's true. I mean, I don't. I mean, I felt like I was summoned. So I just I feel like you guys have a lot of
Well, first of all,
smoke.
let's not do that. You weren't summoned, ma'am. You were saying something in the chat, and I simply pointed out the thing that you always have shit to say in other places, but this is an open platform to you to state your mind, and you know what I'm saying, you were in the chat. You know,
But I
you
always come in peace too. I don't never really come in.
same here, same here. It's only
Okay,
smoke if
okay.
you want to be.
Okay. So I understand the black man's dispute against his woman. Okay. Especially I didn't understand it when I was younger because I didn't live it. I wasn't a mother. I had no black sons that I had to raise. Um, but now being a mother and having black sons, a mixed son, whatever. Well, I have a mixed son and a black son. Um, I see where you guys are coming from a lot of times. I mean, having to deal with the justice,
Hold on,
injustice system.
hold on. Say that
Mhm.
again.
Which part?
The part about you having a son.
I said I have a mixed son and a black son.
Okay. And what about now that you have a black son? What?
So it's easier for me to see the injustice that the black man goes through.
Okay, hold on. So basically, what you're saying is now that you have a black man or soon, a future black man of your own that you love and care about, you can see the bullshit that black women be on.
100%.
Hold on one second.
Do you know you're on mute?
You muted yourself. You muted yourself if you want to talk
Yeah,
out
my
loud.
bad. Yeah, my bad. Yeah, you're right. Because I'm trying to look for this. Shout out to a man supporting men, bro. I appreciate when you guys take my content, right? Because like I said, fantastic is right isn't just a hashtag, right? Let me see, where's it? There you go. Yeah, and this brother took something I said, plenty of times, but this time specifically, and he saved it. Where we at? Where we at? Here we go. Look at shout out to a man supporting man, bro. This is like, and look at Tyranny coming up here, proving fantastic right in real time, man. Listen, man, it's look at God. It's Sunday. God,
Sometimes. I mean, but
hold
okay,
on,
go
hold
ahead.
on. Let me display it. Let me go. They say he's a male feminist. All the women go eat it up. All the women go fucking support the bullshit until again she got a son or she got a nephew or she got a brother. Right? Women only care about the wicked ways of women when a man they actually cared about could be affected. I'm gonna say it again. Women only care, acknowledge, and will call out the wicked ways of women when it's a man that they actually love and care about that can be affected. That's the only time they'll speak out against the bullshit. Shout out to Tyranny, man. Again, man, listen. It wasn't me. It was the Lord that summoned you. That's what it was.
Well,
How?
you know the thing though,
But hold on, hold on, hold
as
on.
much
One
as
second.
tyranny,
Okay, go ahead, go ahead.
well, as much as tyranny was kind of coming clean about a thing, I think it's in the minority in the sense that one of the black pills that I've kind of learned over the years is that your mom is in on it too. Like, you think these women never have sons and brothers until now? Like tyranny, yeah, you had a son yesterday, but these women been having sons for 40 years. Like, they didn't change their minds when that came around either. So let's not assume that simply because she gives birth to a man or a boy and you love him dearly, that kind of changes the landscape of things. Because
No.
y'all
Hold
been
on.
having sons.
No, so Hood. No. So it's specific, right? So of course, one of the big, and we talk about this too, right? One of the biggest tragedies that happens to black boys specifically is their mothers hiding the true ways of women because they don't want to expose themselves. Yeah, that's a part of it. But then at the same time, once that child matures, and again, I'm not all in any case, a lot of them though will be brave enough and concerned enough because it's their son. They don't want to see their son get caught up in the bullshit. And of course, it's not all of them.
Fantastic. How many times have we watched Steve Wilco or Jerry Springer where she was like, "You gonna take care of that baby," and it's not even his baby, and she still come down hard on him? Like, I'm telling you, there's a psychology at play here.
Yeah, and we're in the same book on that one. In that boat, Hood Conservative, that wouldn't be the case. That'll be an ancient bitch.
Now
right?
let me continue. Like I said, it took me 30 years because that's when it took me to have my first kid. I only seen what my father did to me. So with my father being completely absent and a stepfather stepping up, it did give me a negative connotation of our black men because a lot of the friends. You gonna let me get it? Okay.
Well, I got a question. So I don't know the context. I don't know. So you say so your father was like, you mean like completely totally absent?
A Rolling Stone.
Okay, cool, great. So you never knew you never had true interactions with your
I did.
Okay.
I had interactions with him. Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool. So when did your stepdad come into the picture?
Really, it was my step granddad.
Okay.
Yeah, and my step granddad raised me since I was 2, 3, maybe 2.
Okay, so like in the house, like that's whose house you lived in?
Back in the day, mamas always sent the kids to granny's house.
Okay, I'm just asking.
Yeah.
So it wasn't your biological dad or your natural father, but you did have a positive black male influence in your life.
Absolutely.
Okay, go ahead.
Absolutely. Yeah. So having girlfriends that went through the same thing with their fathers, that was my image of black men for 30 years is whatever, you guys aren't there. Then I also heard my mom. I had him as an example of him just not being there. So it's not just us women are angry for nothing. You guys, we're literally going through this experience. Also, my black son, my all black son, his dad is completely absent. He chooses woman over being there for his kid. So it's experience that us women are going through. We're not just talking down on y'all. Some of us try.
What's that face about, bro?
Interjection. Who chose your son's father?
God, because I showed it.
No. That wasn't the Lord, baby. That
was the Lord.
That was you, baby. You chose your child's father. And
I didn't choose him.
Now we get into it. Thank you, Tierney. See, this is what happens. Now, when the black woman has to be held accountable for her vagina.
I am. You know what? I do hold myself accountable for not strapping up. I do hold myself accountable for not strapping up.
Oh, hold on. So Tierney, where was your female condom, baby?
Female? What you mean female condom? I don't know what you're talking about.
Are you serious right now? Wait. Say that again.
I don't know about no female condom. What does that even?
Too much responsibility.
Listen, bro, the Lord, listen, hold on, man. The Lord literally sent Tierney here today. Bro, oh my God. Listen, Lord. Tierney say she don't know nothing about no female.
What's wrong with y'all niggas? What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? What's wrong with y'all? You niggas are crazy.
Listen,
Nah, I gotta support Tyranny on this though. Maybe not in the way she wants, but listen. If a chick told you, right, you don't got to put that on. I got one of them things up in me. You really believe in that? Are you gonna put your life in her coochie?
nah, you bro.
Yeah, like this is what I'm trying to tell you. That is way too much power and authority to be trusting with her coochie, bro.
Look
Nope,
at this, bro.
strap up.
Have you ever seen a female condom, my nigga?
I've not actually seen one in life.
Yeah, so
No.
nah, brother, she can't hide it, brother. She can't hide that motherfucker. It's like a trash
Oh, it's
bag.
like a sleeve.
Yeah, you gonna see that motherfucker, bro. She ain't gonna just tell you it's there and you can't see it. So yeah, no, brother. But again, that's what we said. Again, shout out to Fantastic. I've been asking this question for over a year now. Where are the female condoms?
Okay, but I did take a plan B. I did take a plan B.
Yeah.
I took a 1 day late. So
so you were irresponsible. You took it a day late.
That makes me irresponsible because I took it a day late.
No.
The directions tell you within 72 hours of what you took it a day late.
It was like 76 hours because
you ain't really want them gone. You was just faking the funk. You ain't really want them gone. He was like, I do kind of want to keep them.
Yeah, man. But see, look, Tyranny coming up here, Tyranny. So Tyranny admits that, because she loves her son, she, had to pay attention to these ancient bitches out here that's lying on black men and making up this shit about black men, right? But then, even though she didn't have a father, all right, her father wasn't shit, but she had a step granddaddy that was a great black male role model that raised her to be a young lady. And then once she became a young lady, she started dealing with a nigga, and she let a nigga nut in that pussy, okay, irresponsibly herself. She actually accept accountability, and now she has a son, man, because her poor pussy preservation.
I have to also take accountability because I love my kids, and leading them in a direction of lies and ignorance is not positive for their future. Also, my husband is going through it with his baby mama. When I first met him, she was keeping a kid from him for 6 months.
Wow.
So,
wow, Tyranny. Wow, Tyranny. See, so Tyranny, you got it double. That's crazy. Because you know what? And this is why I speak so highly of my ex-wife. My ex-wife told me about the bullshit, and she experienced and went through the bullshit with me that my baby mama put me through once we, got married and got serious. You feel me? So she is one of the women and she made sure the one thing she never played with me about, and when she's a huge advocate for, is for women not keeping men away from her children, because she literally was in the fire with me during that process. And not only, seeing me suffer, but my suffering and my motherfucking bullshit affected our relationship during that time. You feel me? So again, that's what you're giving credence, and I really appreciate your transparency and your honesty, to the point of where a lot of the times women go through life, they don't have to look through the lens of a man, right? They don't have to. They never have to, because everything's always put on the man. It's always the man's fault. It's always the man's responsibility. On the other hand, though, men have to always consider, well, damn, she doesn't like this because of a trauma response. She doesn't like this because she, her last boyfriend was fucking an abuser. She don't like this because of abandonment issues, because of her father or because of her baby father. So again, the things these dudes are saying is just, it's false. It's lies. Men have to be considerate of plenty of things, especially we're talking about, serious relationships and having children and all these different things.
Now, let me tell you this too, Fantastic, that I'm learning us women do. We'll get with a man with kids, not like his baby mama, and tell him to keep the kids from the mama. I mean, honestly, it's a whole cycle of some shit that we do. And y'all, I'm not saying that y'all men do that. But if you're in a relationship with a woman that's, encouraging you to F that woman, don't let them kids go over there with her mom. You don't need that type of drama. I promise you, she's not gonna be no good mother for your own kids. Because if she can do that, imagine what she could do in your relationship. But I'm not sitting here saying that men are perfect. Fantastic. That's not what I'm saying. Like I said, I've been through it. I'm going through it. But I'm also seeing the negative that us women are doing to our children's mentality, that we are doing to the father of our children's mentality, and how a lot of power is placed in the wrong woman's hands.
Let me
And
ask
a
you.
lot of it is because of the court system. A lot of it. Go ahead.
I was just going to get to something like the court system, but really, without even making it about the courts, let me just ask you a simple question. Do you think, since women have gained their quote freedom, I guess with like the 19th Amendment or feminism, wherever you want to put the marker at, since women have gained their freedom, do you think they've used it well?
Freedom of what?
From us. You ain't got to listen to no man tell you what to do with your life. Have women used their freedom well?
So truthfully, a woman was created for the man. There's nothing that a woman could call herself free from.
You got to answer the question directly. He's asking you, since you have more autonomy over yourself as woman, do you still feel as though you made better outcomes? Women have made better outcomes.
Hey, Mr. Fantastic, what's going on,
Hold
G?
on, let her answer the question, please. Like, I don't like when women be deflecting. I hate that shit.
I'm not deflecting. You want me to answer something, dishonestly, because I don't see where women have any freedom from men.
She can't answer it because she
You got
can't
two
answer it
whole
because
baby
that's a question.
daddies.
Hold
I have
on.
one baby daddy. That's
Brother,
corrected.
she can't answer the question. She can't answer a question with that much weight to it. Number one, because that's a man's perspective question. Like that question,
No, it's
it
not a
goes
man's
above her
perspective.
head.
It's a logical.
Listen what I'm saying. Listen what I'm saying.
I want to hear
That's
you.
a question. Exactly. It's a logical question that goes over her head. Women are emotional beings. It goes over her head. She can't answer it logically. She doesn't even know what you're. She doesn't even have the foundation, the basis
All right, cool.
to understand what you're saying.
Yeah, so I can walk it down. I got you. So Tyranny, what we're saying is this, right? So you're saying you don't believe that women are free from men's control and authority, is what you're saying?
I really don't. I believe that a woman would cater to a man if he snapped his fingers and asked her to.
No, that's definitely not the case, Tyranny. Nothing supports that. Again, if that was the case, why we have such high divorce rates and the marriage rates have been declining steadily, and then you have women out here promoting the feminist ideology of where women don't, black women specifically, where they don't need no man. You see where that doesn't match up?
But that's a lie. If a woman tell you she don't need no man, she's lying.
So Tyranny, we agree with you. Tyranny, we agree with you. But what we're saying is, right, women have the authority to say that. So even a woman being able to say that under quote unquote the patriarchy and a man's authority in a world that the man run, means that that woman has a super duper level of control, right? She has a super duper level of autonomy, and she's able to provide for herself and protect herself without that man's covering in today's modern society, is what we're saying.
Because of finances, because of money. You're
Not
saying.
just finances. Well, not just finances.
Legally.
Yeah, it's not just
So
finances.
can I say this, Fantastic? Legally, in 2025, that no longer exists. They are giving children to fathers. Even that guy, Mr. Whatever his name,
That
Fugazi.
was not the question,
But
sweetie. No. Yeah. Guys get their
but
kids
you're,
in court. But are you free or not? It's a real argument. Hold on. Because you're talking about court. Are you free or not?
Hood. Let her do it. We walking. We gotta walk through it. Because she's just gonna say she don't understand it and there's no conversation. So that's what I'm saying. We can walk through the shit. So, you know what I'm saying? So go ahead, Tyranny.
okay, because you try to use legally in there, but in the courts, they're giving children to fathers.
Hold on, pause. What percentage, Tyranny?
Shit, a lot. I can't tell you exactly.
My Meemaw and my stepbrother, he got his kids, so I mean that proves everything.
This is educational. Give it a second. So
does Jay Prince.
So what? Whoa.
Jay Prince has his kids too.
Don't say that name. We don't even say that name over here.
Okay.
Right. So Tyranny, there are exceptions to every rule, right? But you acknowledge that the exception is not the rule, correct?
Correct.
All right. So what we're telling you is, in these sole custody cases, I think men might be at 10% now. For quite some time, I think it was stuck somewhere around 7 to 8, right? But of men with sole custody of their children or primary custody of the children, it's a minority, a major minority. Okay. Women have at least, I can safely say, at least 75% of primary custodial parents are the women. Okay. So is it increasing? Yes, but is it increasing, or is it rate enough to say that it's on parity? No, it's not. So legally, like I said, you didn't disprove the legal part. So they have legal protections in family law. They have legal protections in domestic violence. Y'all have legal protections in what, marriage, divorce,
The
so
workplace, education.
workplace, sexual harassment. Sexual harassment is definitely a woman thing, not a man thing. So yeah, Title IX, yeah, Title IX would be educational things. Even though I don't know, did
Hey,
some
Mr.
places?
Fantastic.
Yeah, go
Mr.
ahead.
Fantastic, you mind if I say something real quick, please?
Sure.
Um, Earlier in the show, we was talking about how black women ain't gonna respect black men because we haven't broke the system of white supremacy and systemic racism and all those types of things, right? And I have an idea for every black man up here, especially hood conservative, because I think me and him see eye to eye on this one, bro. Reject the premise of anybody who says that a black chick get up here. I don't care who she is, black, white. It don't even have to be a black chick. Another man, it don't matter who it is. Saying something about white supremacy to you and tell them, yo, man, ain't no such thing as white supremacy, man. There ain't nothing a white person in this country could do that I can't do. And since I'm equal to white people in the most powerful country all over the world, that means I'm the most powerful person. White people in other countries ain't as powerful as black people in America. So there ain't no white supremacy. And as far as systemic racism, all you got to do is look at the behavior of the people who crying systemic racism, and you'll find the source of the problem. There ain't no systemic racism or white supremacy.
I
So forget
disagree.
about all that. Don't even let that's your problem, shorty. I'm a
You
man, so I know better.
but you're
Now,
in
there,
New
Can I,
York.
can I
there
say
ain't no
something
white.
real quick? Can I
But you're
say
in
Yeah,
New
something?
York.
I'm gonna land
I'm
the
down
plane.
here
I'm
in
gonna
the
land the
South.
plane. I'm gonna
I'm
land
in
the
the
plane. I'm gonna land the plane.
There's
There
no
ain't no
white
such thing as
supremacy in
white.
New
There ain't
York.
no
Let me
such
let,
thing as white supremacy. Let me finish. I'm gonna land the plane. There ain't no such thing as white supremacy. Systemic racism is nothing more than bad behavior of the people crying systemic racism. And at the end of the day, the quantum leap of human existence would have already taken place if women didn't get the right to vote back in the 1920s, the 19th Amendment, and all of that. The only thing women getting the right to vote and being called equal to men has done is stop the advancement of the human race, man. We need to put these women back in line, put them back in check, and tell them, yo, we don't live by the lost value system over here. So everything you talk about is wrong. And I
But
land
that's
the
why
plane with
you
that. Thanks, Mr. Fantastic.
but you know what? Let me just say something real quick. I think one of the points that a lot of men are missing is women living in this goddamn world. They're always gonna cling on to some plausible deniability. You know what I'm saying? There's always going to be a reason not to comply, especially with black women. You know, it can be from your income to your height to white supremacy. They just make up shit. So they've been programmed to deny black men full autonomy over them. You know what I'm saying? So if it ain't one thing, it's gonna be like what you say, fantastic, ain't shit, or was it ain't can't what, like
Ain't
that whole thing.
ain't
Yeah,
can't don't won't theory. Yeah.
yeah. They're always gonna fall back on some bullshit to kind of
but
deny you autonomy, and they're gonna argue it up and down and shit like that.
but I don't think you guys understand how much we want to follow y'all. This
No,
is
you
why you
don't.
gotta find the person. This is why you gotta find
No,
your
no, 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 you
Oh,
don't.
sure
No,
you.
you don't.
I didn't interrupt you, bro. I didn't.
Yeah, yeah,
You
yeah.
gotta find your
Uh,
equity.
uh,
You
well,
gotta
let
find
me.
your.
Can I
You.
finish real quick?
I
Can I
thought you
finish?
were, but go ahead.
I mean, but the thing about it is, okay, I'll give you an example.
Oh,
Asian fucking men, they're the fucking shortest, weakest motherfucking dudes on the fucking planet. They don't got to fucking argue with their goddamn women
yes,
about
they
who the
do.
fuck is on top.
Yes, they do. What you guys think that Asian women and Arab women,
Have you heard of this
your
place called
perspective
Saudi
of them? I would
Arabia?
like it if you guys stop. Let me finish. I would be awesome. You guys' false perception of them is because of television. If you guys were actually in the homes of these people, you would see that those women are women and they argue with their men as well. Black women, we would. I like the fact that you guys mentioned the white supremacy thing because that is one of the biggest things that us black women have a problem with is that you guys don't stand up for our people as a whole. What's the name just said there's no white supremacy, but he's in New York. Down here in the South, there's a 100% white supremacy. White people get a different law than black people do down here. They get different time in jail if they even get jail down here than the black man does. Imagine a white man on coke and a black man on coke. They're gonna give him a $500 bond. You're gonna give your black ass 2 years in jail. It's a difference. But we do want to follow y'all. We just have to see the leader in y'all. We have to see the leader.
This is the problem. This is the key problem.
Stop. I got it. So tyranny, first and foremost, I'm in Florida. Okay. I was born and raised in Georgia. There is no white supremacy for me. Okay. I've been in the South the majority of my life, and no, there's still no white supremacy. White supremacy means simply because a person is white, they have an advantage over me. And the brother, when he was up here, said the same thing I said, and I've been saying for as long. You live in America, bro. You have the best currency, the best fucking passport, as to where if your ass went to Europe, and I've literally seen this in real time. Okay, they talk to Africans and they talk to your ass totally different. Okay, all right, you may look exactly the motherfucking same, but as soon as they hear that motherfucking American accent, all right, that American English, clearly, it's a totally different look. Y'all got to stop this white supremacy bullshit, bro. Ain't no, again, that's defeatist mindset. That's some victim shit.
No, it's not. It's what we live in. Fantastic.
No, again, a tyranny. If that's what you want to subscribe to for your life, but as black men, fuck no. Ain't no motherfucking white boy better than me because he white. He don't have no more fucking advantage than me. And by the numbers, I'm doing better than a whole lot of fucking white folks.
But do you know who has more advantage than you? The white woman. No. The white woman, yes, that bitch do. No matter where you go, you always got to go through her to get through anything. And it's still up to the white woman if she gives you access. See, I agree. The white man is better than the white woman because your woman is going to always be more.
Wait, what?
Yes, I said it. The white man is better than the white woman because she really makes the final decision, just like the black woman, right? The black woman makes the final decision. The white bitch, she is wicked as hell.
So tyranny, hold on. So first and foremost, let me definitely tell you this, okay? We seen this in the past election. If anybody still runs shit in this country, it's the white man, first and foremost, okay? The white man ain't getting approval from white women for shit. As a matter of fact, no group of men from any culture, any demographic other than black get approval for their women for shit. Okay.
Yep.
All right.
They don't have to negotiate power with their woman.
Yeah, so you saying that though, speaks to the point. That's why I'm glad you're up here. And that's why I said, fellas, please give her time to get her whole full thoughts out.
Oh yeah, please.
Came up here on her own. She came up here on her own. She's making her points, but a lot of her points will make your points for you if you just have patience. Okay. And tyranny, I appreciate your, like I say, your transparency, your honesty, and you speaking how you feel, right? But what we're saying, you saying the white man is better than like just
the white woman.
The white man better than Becky, really. I came up when I heard that the white man's better than Becky.
Yeah, so no. So, but and that's and you have a right to your opinion. But even you're pointing out to the point of where the dude was talking about, oh, if I would have said it about a white woman, y'all wouldn't have shit to say. We wouldn't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck about people talking shit about fucking white women. I don't give a fuck about people talking shit about Hispanic women. I don't give a fuck about people talking shit about Asian women, Arab women, Indian women, any of them hoes. I don't give a fuck. I'm not dealing with them. And even if I'm dealing with one, I'm dealing with the one. So I'm not going to protect the whole. The issue and problem we keep having here is that black men are never fucking are never an individual. We're always a group and a monolith. If one nigga beating bitches, we all beat bitches. You know what I'm saying? If one nigga fucking a fucking notorious nutter, we all notorious nutters. You feel me? No, motherfucker. We the only group, and then you get a nigga saying it. So all you need is one nigga to say some shit against niggas to motherfucking, you know what I mean, to prosecute and fucking found all niggas guilty. All you need is one nigga to agree, okay, for all niggas to be guilty. This is why this nigga dangerous. This is why he's dangerous. Let me read these super chats and then we'll get back to it. Shout out to damn man. Shout out to X89, man. I think it's 1989. Pretty sure that's 1989, man. Shout out to 1989, brother. My Roman numerals. That's 'cause I got money. 1989 for the 5 ties and altars. Some dude per usual messing up the flow. SMH. Yeah, man. Hey, man. I appreciate my brother. Some dude coming up, man. We just had to get on out of there. I still don't do bounties. Don't you niggas start this shit. That was discretion made anyway. Okay, but shit, appreciate the brother party for the 2. Appreciate you, brother. 'Cause I got money. I got She was allergic to the drug to the glove. I'm sorry. It's like, Jesus Christ. Shout out to Shiesty Avengers, Ashton for the 5. Appreciate you, brother. Ask Tyranny, you want to read this?
Sure. Ask Tyranny why she ran off on her Guatemalan ex-husband. I'll correct that for you, Shiesty. Because he was abusive. Next question.
Did you send ice on him or something?
Whoa.
I need to. God damn it. Shit, get on my goddamn nerves. But no.
Or Geotron for the 2. Appreciate you, brother. He said, I'm from California. Salute. All right. Shout out to a man supporting men again for another 5, brother. Appreciate you. Good question from someone else. If she believes in white supremacy, why does she have a biracial child? Well,
my children are not half Caucasian. They are half Guatemalan. And like I said earlier, blacks are all up in Latin America. So you cannot go to Latin America thinking about racism because we are all as one down there. So my mom.
You're right. You're right. There's more even in Brazil. There's more Brazilian people in black people in Brazil than in America.
But not
a lot. Fantastic. Don't believe it until he takes a trip out there.
No, I literally been to Guatemala. I've been to Guatemala. I've been to Colombia.
No, I said Brazil though. I said Brazil.
Okay, you've been Colombia. Okay.
Brazil has the most people of African descent in the Eastern Hemisphere. But,
but not only that, Latin America has the same what you call colorism, white supremacy kind of issue. You notice the rich Latins are all the Caucasian looking Latins.
Yeah, and you don't see them on. You don't see no dark skinned people on TV. Yeah.
But as a matter of fact, the real colorism is like you said, Latin America. If you dark, if you brown, stay from round. If you
they say La Raza.
If you black, get back, nigga. And them that's real colorism. They don't fuck around. But Azrael, brother, appreciate your praises. On you. Go ahead. What you got?
Oh, no, I mean, well, I had a lot to say. I ain't gonna lie, I forgot half of what I was gonna say. But Tyranny, you had mentioned before, something about God choosing
shit,
baby daddy or something.
You said she said.
Wait, what?
She was joking. She wasn't being serious. She was joking.
Yeah, I'm like, yeah, because.
But I didn't choose him. Okay, I didn't choose him. I might have laid down with him, but I didn't say this is the man I want to have my babies with.
Tyranny. How are babies made? How are babies made?
Look, honestly, I've known this guy since high school. We've been doing our thing since high school. I never ever thought that 35 years later we'll have a baby, bro. Like that shit was crazy. And y'all can admit it too, because y'all have babies by the most ratchet women you wish you never ever had a baby by.
I ain't got no crumb crushers out here for
No. Hold on. I remember what it was. Hold on. So Tyranny, hold on. Now to get out, I'm not. I deeply feel for you, Tyranny. I hope you've gotten the necessary resources you need. But when you said abusive, you weren't talking physically abusive, right?
Yes, I was.
Oh, you was. So hold on. So
was.
You proved fantastic where I get 2 other things. One, I told y'all in these other cultures, Latin America, Caribbean, or whatever, beating bitches that's
normal.
That's a pastime.
Notorious ass whoopers.
That is listen, that is in their culture. All right.
But I didn't know that.
Oh well, you learned the hard way. No funny.
Tyranny, where's my pico de gallo?
No, Israel's break.
Tyranny, I'm glad you out of that position, Tyranny, so we can laugh now. So Tyranny, this is what I'm talking about.
You gotta look at the eyes next time. The eyes never lie.
Tyranny Holmes, where is my tamales?
Hold on. So Tyranny, this is what I'm saying, right? So a lot of the times, especially with a lot of the divestors and swirlers and whatnot, what to tell you, and all these women telling black women, oh girl, you need to get you another man or whatever. They're so this, they're so that. What they leave out is the abusive part. If you're talking about men of fucking foreign nations, foreign nationality, and foreign cultures, and all the rest of the world, it's okay to put your hands on women. Okay, I'm not advocating for that. I'm not saying I agree, but that's just the facts of the matter. And what happens is black men are put this jacket on us to where we're being, these super abusers and shit when it's not the case. Niggas don't want to beat on no fucking women, bro. Do you have niggas that do it? Of course, it's a minority. It's a very, very small percentage of men overall, but black men especially when we're talking about being abusive towards women.
I want to
Physical.
call Cat. Excuse,
On
I'm
what?
sorry, fantastic.
On what?
Not that it was a lie or something being said, but I smell something, and I got my sniffers out now. You said this man, young Guatemala, he was abusive, and I'm willing to believe
Look,
that.
hold on. So we're not going to call cap on my past.
I'm asking the question. I'm willing to
Okay, but
believe
I
that
don't want
everything
you
you
to come up
said.
here and be like, Tierney, you're lying about
No,
that.
no, no. I'm not calling you a liar. I'm not calling you a
Okay.
liar. I'm willing to
I'll let you
accept he was
finish.
abusive.
Okay.
But here's the question: was he purely abusive, or were y'all
So,
fighting? Were
abuse
y'all
is abuse.
fighting, or was he just beating you up in the corner, balled up?
I know the difference between a verbal altercation and a physical altercation. Now, if my husband and I are having a verbal altercation, what do I look like leaving him? Unless you bitch and hoe and all that unnecessary stupid stuff. I can't take no more.
I feel
But
like I asked the question you're not answering.
I feel like I don't need to go into detail because that's part of my trauma that I don't need to continue to talk about.
Fair
But
enough. I'll accept
whatever
that.
type
I'll
of
accept
abuse,
that.
whatever type of abuse that I call abuse, if you cross my boundary of abuse, then I'm leaving. I shouldn't have to say, well, you know what? That's abusive to me, but it's not abusive to him. So I'm going to stay. And this is how a lot of women end up staying in abusive relationships. So if your
Like I
boundary
said, I just
is
smelled something and I had to follow it. So I'm done now.
Yeah,
thank
we
you.
don't like I said, you say is again, I'm not trying to protect motherfucking Pedro and them. I know they be whooping bitches. So I don't give a fuck.
Hey, don't forget about Habibi. Don't forget about Habibi. Pedro and Habibi be go ahead giving 5-finger discounts to chicks.
Motherfucking Umbutu, Alejandro, all of them. They whoop bitches in a minute.
My mom was married to a Mexican. A Mexican. He never put his hands on her. He just had a problem with drugs.
A
But
Mexican, not a
a
Mexican.
Mexican. Yeah.
Mexican. Mexican. Messican. Yeah. Anyway. Mercy. Let me read the super chat and then we will go to Mercy. Shout out to my man Herb Saint for another 5. Appreciate you, brother. Most black men are single. Black women are having kids with the same man. That's a great point, brother. Yep, that we proven that time and time again.
So right, and guess what? I found out last night. Shout out to my boy Chaos Rain. It's not just the black man that they having the babies with. It is the Brads. It is the Miguel's. It is the Habibis. You know what I'm saying? All of them. I don't know if Ricky Tan can actually shoot up in the club on a beat up, but he probably can too.
Yeah, no, it's like I say, yeah. Black women have black women have 1 million more children than black men do. So definitely, a lot of those children are kids of other races. But Mercy,
like you said, we're having kids with the same man. So I mean, it's because we fucking love y'all. And when you keep saying we're free, we're not. We're staying with the same person and having babies with the same person. Like,
y'all getting y'all rocks out to the only top 10% of black dudes that's in the community that can make y'all feel like y'all, you know what I'm saying, all good. Does not equate that y'all fuck with us. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so no, let me ask you this question. So tyranny, no, that's not what it means. So tyranny, when we say you're having sex with the same men, we're saying all black women are having sex with a very, very small number of men. Now you say you had an all black son, correct?
I do, yes.
Does your all black son have siblings?
What do you mean? Yeah, yes.
No, by his daddy.
Absolutely, he does. His dad has 9 other children.
No, by you.
Oh, wait.
You literally are.
Hold on. Tyranny, you hold on. Hey, lock the doors. Lock the door. We don't let tyranny out of this motherfucker. Close.
You gotta make sure the G's don't come in through the back door, right?
Close the doors. Close the doors. Okay. Ushers, close the doors. Can I get the doors in the chat, please? Put the doors in the chat.
Marvin, yes.
Hey, I do security in real life. I'll stand by the door. I got you on lock.
I got it. So, Tyranny, you mean to tell me, Tyranny, that you got a notorious nutter baby daddy?
I do. That's why I said I didn't choose him, man. Yes. God damn.
Tyranny,
Oh,
you was not gonna die on that hill. No, I'm not gonna allow you to. No.
Oh, you doing the same shit, but it was a hold on, brother. I got it. I promise you I'll kick it to y'all, man. I promise you I'll pass you the ball, brother. Now, Tyranny, would you, if you happen to know, okay, what baby mama number are you?
Um, hold on. Got 1, 2, 3. I think I'm the 5th. And he got 2 others after me. Hey, this is my story.
Relationship with your children.
Oh my God.
The
No,
R. Kelly's.
no. Tyranny,
Oh
tyranny,
man.
tyranny is, listen, the Lord, this is Sunday. Thank you, Lord. Listen, Tyranny, and again, Tyranny, I seriously really do appreciate you, love, for telling us your story. But Tyranny, you understand that again, you're the main black woman they will protect. Let's walk down your resume, right?
Okay.
So let's start with let's start with the stuff that counts the most for the women, right? You were abused, you're a survivor, right? Those are
I
abuse.
am. This is true.
You were a swirler, right? You swirled, you went to a man of another culture, right?
Okay.
You got you have a notorious nutter baby daddy, right?
Yes.
And you believe that you pro black. So Tyranny, damn, you are the poster child for the Grits and Eggs podcast, sister.
I
You the
mean,
man.
I agree. And my husband now is a great stepfather, and he's black. So I mean,
Oh, damn it.
what we talking about?
And how I don't even want to ask about that, brother, man. Again,
What?
man,
No, he only has one other kid.
we're gonna pray for him. But anyway, glad you found happiness, Tyranny. But Mercy, it's on you, brother. Go right ahead.
Well, all I got to say, brothers, now we see what's going on. I hope we see what's going on. The best thing for brothers to do if they want a black woman, you have to get yourself a single mother. That's just what it is. You got to get
Yes.
yourself a single mom, clean up, man. That's what you're gonna have
Yes.
to do. You gonna
Mhm.
have to. Hey, I'm just trying to
Mhm.
tell you how it is, brothers. And basically, then she gonna have an attitude, halfway listen to you, and that's after Pookie done had his shot with her. So my why I gotta take seconds, thirds, and fourths, and then come in, and then you tell me I gotta see the leadership in you before I submit to you.
Wait,
Nah,
but wait,
we
wait,
got
wait. How
time.
many women have you
We,
been with?
oh,
1,
hold on.
2.
Let me finish.
Okay.
Let me
All right. My
let me
apologies.
finish this. Let me finish. And there's no knock against you, because what we're saying is that what you represent the general public of black women. What we're saying. So
Mhm.
it's nothing against you. We're saying a lot of black women go after the type of dudes you go after. So we understand this. We got the stats to back this up. So you choose the top 20, 10 or 20, whatever it is, percent of men. That's who you go after. And then I'm gonna add this one last thing, y'all. And this was not propagated in the media. Y'all love Brad. Y'all love new, uh, all the other dudes too, but y'all secretly sleep with these other dudes and have babies by these other dudes. But no one talks about this type of stuff. But y'all do that type of stuff too. Y'all do a lot of divesting. Nothing wrong with divesting, but y'all play this role like y'all with us. But y'all not. Y'all secretly sneaking off with Brad, and y'all secretly sneaking off with these other dudes. Who's whooping y'all ass? Who's whooping y'all ass? It's not us. Who's whooping y'all ass? Cause y'all curse us out, and then y'all get your ass whooped by the other dudes.
I don't think that the black man is more physically abusive, even though some of y'all are. So let's not act like you're not. But you guys are very verbally abusive. Now I do believe that sometimes women we gotta calm down because we could say things that hurt people. The Bible says that your tongue is like a sword, and the sword stabs, murders people. So you gotta watch what you say. But you guys, let me tell you the difference between a woman with kids and a woman without kids. A woman with no kids is more focused on her. What does she need to be more focused on you for? She trying to get her bag. And if you want to ride her train,
Whoa, whoa, whoa,
if
whoa,
you
whoa,
hold on,
whoa.
let me finish. No. Let me say, because I didn't have my kids till I was 30. 30, fine, young, fuck you me. So I had options. And ain't no man was about to be able to come with me with kids. You weren't gonna do that. I'm focused on me and mine. So get you a young woman with no kids. You will not be her main focus. And if she can find someone to replace you, she will.
So let
Versus
me
a
ask you
woman. No,
when
I'm
people
almost finished. I'm almost finished.
okay.
I'm
Hold
almost
on,
finished.
Terry. I just
A
gotta
woman
read.
with children,
Terry,
she's
Terry,
gonna
I just
respect. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Tyranny, I'm just trying to. You said you was 30 and what?
Without children, I didn't have my first kid till I was
She said
30.
he meant the fine part.
You
So
said 30.
no, say it again.
Did you say fine?
Boy, please, I was
Get that R.
super.
Kelly clip again.
I was a.
Now. You got too much dip on your chip.
Tyranny, let's not go too far. Tyranny,
You already know.
Now,
Anyway,
Tyranny's a good sport though. I like that.
Tyranny, fine.
First we
Tyranny,
protecting tyranny, now she not fine.
But that shit there, no can do, guys. All right, bitch, you going too far. No can do.
No can do.
going
Hell
too
no, I
far.
was just
so
talking to a little ball
anyways,
yesterday too.
the
That's
first
crazy.
time, how y'all think I got me a 27-year-old husband? You think I got a 27-year-old husband because I look like a baby mama of
Whoa.
3?
Wait,
Thank
wait.
you.
You a
How
What?
old
groomer?
is Tyranny?
Words, Lord Jesus.
Tyranny,
Tyranny
how you
Kelly?
again?
That's what I'm gonna call you. TK now. That's your new
Yo,
name.
I swear
Tyranny
you
Kelly.
hitting like all this archetypes today.
Hey,
Every
Tyranny,
bullet
that's why I say,
point.
Yeah,
y'all
he
niggas
batting for
finna fuck it
1,000
up.
right now.
Hood, sorry, hood. Y'all was finna fuck it up. That's why I say, let her talk, bro. Just let her talk. Let her talk.
Okay. Fine. Like I said, how you think I got me a young husband? Because I wasn't looking like I had 3 kids. But the
Tyranny,
reason he invested in me, go
Tyranny,
ahead.
no, Tyranny. Let me tell you why. You say he's
Uh-huh.
27.
Yes.
He's 20, and you're 35. You said
Yes.
with how many kids? 3.
Well, 3 of without him.
3
And
Yeah,
one with
without.
him.
Yeah, 3. Yeah, 3. Before when you met him, you had 3 kids.
Wow.
When you met him, you had 3 kids.
Okay, yes. I have 3 without him and 1 with him.
Cool. Yeah, so 3. So when I'm saying when you met him, you had 3 kids, correct?
Yes.
All right, cool. So, baby, all that is experience, and respectfully, that's pussy and mouth experience, baby. That's all it is.
He don't have to put a ring on pussy and mouth.
Shit, me.
He
Well,
do not have to
actually,
put a ring on any of that.
actually,
No,
no. And
I agree.
fantastic.
Hold on. I agree. Didn't have to. I agree. Didn't have to.
Okay.
Clearly, his lack of experience with,
Absolutely not. My husband is fine. What you, boy? Please. My
Fine
husband
niggas
is
be stupid. What do
good.
you mean? Just like beautiful girls be stupid. Like a lot of people be stupid. That
No,
has
he's
nothing to
not
do with it.
stupid.
Tyranny, you also said you were fine. So again, every nigga's ugly to me, but
I mean,
I'm just
Okay,
saying,
fantastic.
that's not
every
even the
man's
thing,
ugly
though.
to me. But you said you were fine, Tyranny. So I mean, I don't know.
You know,
He was,
I'm something.
you
I'm
were
someone
fine
too.
enough to get that young boy. But here's the question, though, because
And
you
he's
earlier,
married.
Sober?
earlier, Tyranny, you kind of spoke to men's leadership and all this. And generally speaking, is it a would you bet on the scenario of a 27-year-old man leading a 35-year-old woman with 3 of her own kids? Is he properly leading in that scenario?
I am helping him get on the path to God, and God is going to show him how to lead. I can't not tell no man how to lead. That's something he has to learn from his father, right?
Beautiful.
But he's in the right position, and doing great at it. He's awesome. But let me
You
finish
answered
telling
that well. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Yeah, I got your back, brother. Like I said, the single woman with no kids, she's focusing on herself. The woman with children, she is more willing to let you lead. She's more willing to follow. She knows how to cook. She knows how to clean. And it's not really for you, it's for the children, but you get to reap that benefit. There is a lot of benefits that come with a woman that's already an established mother that cares, because I've seen some whack-ass mothers. An established mother that cares versus being with a woman that has no responsibilities outside of paying her rent and her car note. Why y'all get quiet?
Hey, again, baby, we just let you cooking right now. We up?
No, I mean, I'm just in amazement because this is.
It's on Mr. O, and then we'll come to you, brother. Mr. O, go ahead, brother. What you got for us?
I don't know. I'm gonna take your advice. I'm gonna shut the F up. I'm gonna go ahead and continue. You know what I'm saying? I listen. Only thing I just wanted to ask is so Tyranny, you do know that you are like the archetype, like Hood Service said that we actually talk about. I mean, and they don't knock on you. It's just that I mean, you're a habitual baby mom, swirler.
I am not a habitual baby mom. I am a one-time baby mama. If you guys are calling ex-wives baby mama, then you're being disingenuous. There's no way in
My
the
bad, my
world.
bad, my
She
Okay.
is
bad.
a married woman. Put some spec on
Okay,
that.
okay, my bad for my info. My bad. I get bad info and gotta go ahead and
No.
retort it.
Hold on.
My
Damn,
bad.
Tierney. Hold on. I just got something though. Hold on, Tierney. Whoa. So hold on, Tierney. Wait, baby. Hold on, love. This just hit me
Mm-hmm.
because you didn't like you. So damn. And I appreciate you, Tierney. Tierney did something very important. Listen, an ex-wife and a baby mama is not the same thing. So sorry, Tierney, for that. Okay, but Tierney, now it just hit me. So hold on, Tierney. So you got kids by 3 dudes?
Of course. I was
Of
talking about of course, like
course.
it's a good thing. I didn't mean
Of
of course.
course. What did you expect?
I
One?
didn't mean
Oh,
of course.
one guy. That's
Wait, time.
fantastic.
So
Don't tell me that was no bar. That was no bar. Nigga, listen.
No funny shit though, Tyranny. You like you like the LeBron of like having kids. Like you won in 3 different places. You know what I mean? Like
You
I
fucking
am
LeBron.
worth investing in. I
Not
am worth
Brody
investing
James. No.
in. Look, if you over 30 and you got no kids, that's a problem, bro. But
whoa.
what?
How
Yo,
I'm
old are you?
31 in July. I don't
so
have
you
no
know,
As
kids.
a
hold on.
woman, not as a
It was
Okay.
man,
my
as a
turn,
woman.
y'all. It
No,
was
but
she's
my
on to
you
turn.
know
something.
what?
Hold on. She's on to
It's
something.
because of her archetype. Because of her
Yeah,
archetype, that's why in 20 was it? They say 2030, like majority of women are gonna be single because like she doesn't realize how big of a nightmare she is. Like she just doesn't
How?
realize how big of a nightmare she is. Like her
How?
archetype
Well,
is everything that disgusts men. Like you got 2 other niggas that we gotta fucking deal
yep.
with kids. One of them, you know, I mean, especially for a black man, one of them is a Guatemalan dude, and you still think you got it. Like you don't sound one bit humble at all. Like
Me, I'm very humble.
no,
This
you
is why
don't.
I'm
You
able
don't
to come up
sound.
here and tell
No, you
y'all my
don't.
story. This is why
I
I
know,
have
but
a
I'm just
vision of
saying. I
my
mean,
spirit.
there's a little bit of humbleness that you, a little bit of a piece of humble pie that you have to. You act like this is par for the fucking course. If this is par for the fucking course, ain't nobody fucking going to play golf. This shit is terrible. Like, come
This
on,
is
man. I mean,
normal.
I'm sorry, but this is a nightmare to most men.
let me
Like,
point it out to you,
Why?
what?
Sterling.
I mean, how many dudes on here is going to instruct their kid? I mean, their kid, their nephew, their cousin, whoever, to sign up for this type of shit?
Not
Never.
me.
So I'm not.
No.
So if
I
you
got a whole
sign up
page
to be with
dedicated to
me,
that.
there's no type of shit that you're going through. My husband and my baby daddy are cool, bro. They ain't doing no tripping. It's usually the women that be doing all the damn tripping. Y'all
So
men
what?
don't
You
really
got
be
a
doing no
slot open or
tripping.
something? You got an extra slot open? You trying to fill? What do you mean?
Hell no. I don't go
Like, what are
back.
you saying?
I'm saying,
Tyranny. Nobody's signing up for this shit.
well,
They. I mean,
my husband did, but
most men are not signing up for this shit.
that's
You
fine.
must.
I only am married to one. That's fine.
Right. Stay out the game, Tyranny. Never get back
No,
in.
baby, because if I got back in the game, one of y'all gonna be in my inbox. Fuck you mean. Like I said, okay? Y'all can
Please,
sit here and
please.
act like
The confidence
oh
my
my
God,
god,
man. What
boy,
is you?
tyranny, boy,
Well,
please. I
hold on. We
know.
getting off the point. We
I
getting off the
know.
point. I don't
I
want to
like
get
your
you too
confidence,
Bro,
grandstanding.
tyranny.
Hold on.
Oh no,
Earlier,
let me say this real quick. You got it, bro. Tyranny,
Yes,
you are
fantastic.
Tyranny. You are 3 for 3 in niggas putting babies in you. Tyranny, I
Yes.
Tyranny. If you walk by me in public, I'm closing my eyes. When I Tyranny, if I hear
No,
your
you're not.
There's a ribbon in the sky.
No, you're
Tyranny,
not.
if I hear your voice in public, I'm not even looking in your direction. That's how fertile you are, Tyranny. Fuck out of here. Tyranny, talk any box. Tyranny, if a nigga got in your motherfucking inbox, in a motherfucking shoebox, you getting pregnant. So no, Tyranny, niggas is not getting no kind of your box. Period. If he's smart.
But you definitely gonna look my way. I'm fine. I got a pretty smile. All my teeth is there and they straight. I got a booty. Fuck you, mean? I ain't. I'm trying to tell you, but okay. That's fine. That's fine.
Oh man.
Right.
I mean, look, it was one dude went for it, bro. You know, somebody gonna go. She's not
Never.
wrong. Somebody gonna go. Somebody go every day,
Never
bro.
just went for it.
And that ain't gonna be baby daddy number 4.
I
But
wanted
anyway,
to ask a few questions. Like, so let me ask you. You talk about white supremacy, right? Do you
Mhm.
Oh,
believe?
that's it. Yep.
Do you believe having a blended family like that, where your children don't have like the same father? You don't think that's more harmful than white supremacy?
No, man, this is what conversation is. My kids understand what's going on. You know, I mean, I don't.
What
It
is it
sucks.
that they
It
understand?
sucks. Let me finish. It sucks having multiple fathers, absolutely. But at the same time, that's not harmful to the children. They love their brother and sister, so they're fine. Only
No,
thing
but
that
I think
harms
I
them,
think
Why
what
we
you're stretching
trying
the
to make
case
only
logical
thing
because
that
sense to
harms
a black
them,
woman,
only thing
man?
that harms them is being with a dad, the Guatemalan, is being with a father that talks down on their mother in front of them. That's what's way more harmful than white supremacy. But
I think the
they
question
differ.
was
So
framed in a way that lets you get off the hook.
patriarchy is more harmful than white supremacy. That's what you're trying to say.
I'm saying a father or a parent, period, talking down on the other parent in front of the children, that's more harmful than me having multiple baby daddies or even white supremacy.
You
Well,
can't
hold on.
make
So what's
logical
better
sense
in
to
the
a black
fight
woman,
against
bro. You can't make
what
logical
is
sense to a
better in
black
the
woman.
fight against white supremacy? If we had to choose two weapons, right? We only get two weapons. You only get one, but you choose between the two. A house ran by women or a house ran by the man. What's better in the fight against white supremacy?
A house ran by women, because we're nurturers.
Oh hell
See
no!
what I'm saying? See what I'm
But we're
saying?
Listen, we
nurturers.
deserve to lose the race war. I want you to know this is why we deserve to lose
Yeah,
the
my
race
children,
war.
If the
You really
man was
think
the
an army of
nurturer,
women and gays are going to win you anything? Women and gays have never won any real fights ever in
but all
history,
you heard
and
was
it's not going to
women.
happen now.
You heard
Well,
women. You
because I
didn't
know
hear the
what comes with the
reasoning.
women. I know what comes
Nurturing.
with the women. Yeah,
Nurturing.
nurturing the gays. I
Nurturing does
know. I
not
know.
come with the father, and that's by default. You guys are
because we nature.
providers.
We're
So
nature.
when
So
you're
that's how they're
provided,
gonna win the war, by nurturing. That's how they're gonna win the war, by nurturing,
No, no,
fellas.
no,
actually, there
no,
Yes,
probably
no.
wouldn't
yes.
be any war if more children were
Oh my
nurtured by
God.
their mothers. I mean, what do you mean? You guys
Oh,
wouldn't even
if
see a
women just
reason to
ran the
fight.
world, right?
I'm
There
not
would
saying
be no
Necessarily.
that.
more
That's
war
not
if
what I
women
said.
ran the world, right?
You asked a specific question. You didn't say the world, you said a household, right? So if we were in a household, I would absolutely want there to be more women daycare sitters, as there are, right? When you go to daycare, there's women versus men, because women nurture
So
children. We know how to pat you on the
what are the
butt, say
men's
get up,
jobs?
huh?
What are the men's jobs after getting nurtured by y'all?
Right.
The man's, yeah, that's y'all. I can tell you what I want my
You don't
man's
even
job
know
to
what our
be.
job is?
No,
You
because I'm
just
not a
nurture
man.
all day long?
I can tell you what the
Wow.
woman's job is, but I
Wrong
can't tell
house
you what a
cut.
man's job is. ¿Tú comprendes o
Wow.
no?
Wow.
Okay, porque estoy
I
es
no
no hombre.
comprende.
I'm not a
No
man.
comprende.
She
But
she already
if I
said
came up
she
here,
already said what her job was. She said her job was to provide, give them what they want.
that's
To give what they
typical.
want is our job.
Yeah, give us what we want, and then you'll be happy. Don't y'all know that?
Wow.
See what I'm saying?
She
See what I'm
said it.
saying?
She probably
I'm
said it.
trying to help y'all brothers out.
Just give me
And
what
this
you
is
want,
why
and you.
I'm against the pro-black narrative.
Hold on.
This is why
Period.
you're against pro-black narrative.
Yeah, because you say
You
just
So
are
give
you
me
you
what
are
voted
I
for
what
Trump.
I
explaining
want.
how impossible it is. You are explaining for everyone listening how you are putting me in an impossible situation, and I refuse to swim up a
How?
waterfall for a woman who doesn't love me. I wouldn't do it
What
for
is
love
how?
anyway, mind you, but still.
Okay, well then you're X'd out of this conversation. You're that small percentage Fantastic's talking about, because usually people do stuff for love. But truthfully, women
What?
nurture. That's why.
I would
That's
do
listen.
anything
Can I
for
finish?
love, but
I
I
just want
won't
to
do that. I'm not
finish.
swimming up a waterfall for you.
I
You
meet
got to give me a
Okay,
goal I can
well,
actually achieve.
listen,
Give me manageable goals. Give me dreams money can buy.
listen. Jesus was persecuted because of love. So you can't talk to me on this subject, because love
I'm
is
done.
everything. I'm not talking
I'm
about no
done.
gay love either. I'm talking about the real love. Okay, but at the end of the
Jesus
day,
was
the
what?
reason,
Love
anyway,
is a distraction, tyranny. We need power.
no,
You can
what's
love
the
me after I get
what's the
power.
okay? Hold on. If Donald Trump had more love, we wouldn't be in the bullshit situations that we're in. But
Oh
because he
my
Nobody
has
wants
more
God.
love
power
from the
without
president.
love, This is why we're in the bullshit situations that we're in.
You know what, Tyranny? I think you have.
Kamala Harris what got us out of jail through love because she's so compassionate, right?
I think you're subconsciously reaching out to something right now, Tyranny. Love is not what men are looking for from their leadership.
We looking for duty. Goddamn. Sorry, Hood. Go ahead.
No, you had it.
He who finds a wife finds a good thing. You guys are acting like love is just some word.
Tyranny, you love me. I need to achieve power and stability. That's how that works. That's why that makes you a good thing.
I love you.
And 45% gonna be single and childless in 2030. So he not gonna be able to find a wife.
Well, I guess that part too. But okay, well I gotta go back.
Do you see a problem with the logic? Oh, you're gonna leave?
No. Yeah, I gotta go be a mother. I've been on here way too long.
You do your thing.
Hey, Tyranny, real shit. I appreciate you for coming through and having a conversation. I really appreciate it. You have to come up here and being transparent. I did not know your story. I told y'all, bro. I really don't. Outside of you telling me directly, I don't track down people or whatever. I know I joked you about the Mexican. Like I didn't even know. I didn't know you. I thought, you know what I'm saying. I didn't know you had a black baby daddy. I just thought you had kids. But hey, you learn something new every day. So again, I appreciate you for coming up and having a conversation with us and being transparent for us to have a convo.
Of course. So thanks for having me up, man. I'll talk to y'all man later. Love y'all, black man. Bye.
Yep. Yeah, man. Hey, man. Shout out to motherfucking Zero, man. Again, as I told y'all, man. Listen, and shout out to you, Brother Soup, for having a conversation and helping generate the conversation. At the end of the day, though, like you said, there are a lot of tyrannies out here. Okay. And I said this while she was here, so I'm not gonna, whatever. But these are the options that black men have to choose from, and like she said, there's still black men willing to choose them.
And we call them black men.
I think I meant to say this. It's a little ironic, but it's in the name, bro. You say it, tyranny. What does tyranny actually mean outside of the way she spells her name? It's literally in the name.
Yeah, radicalized control over a fucking person. But yeah, I don't think that definitely wasn't the intention of why she was named her name. Because what she's saying,
fantastic.
You got to read the signs, bro. Read the signs. The signs are everywhere.
What she was saying from the very, very humble beginning she came from, I don't think her mom could have made plans for her to be able to, yeah, you feel me? I just don't, unless her mom was like Miss Cleo or some shit. But you feel me?
Well, I mean, I would put it past to be the best with witchcraft. I mean, come on now.
Yeah, shout out to Albert T for the 2. Appreciate you, brother. Fantastic was right again. I told y'all, bro. This shit ain't just a hashtag, bro. Some people just have the eye, bro. I'm able to see this bullshit. And like I said, bro, these motherfuckers keep talking to me. Everybody's fucking quote tweeting my fucking tweet to this nigga. So everybody's on this fucking man. Fuck feminism. I said it. Pull your whole ass up next time. All you scary ass motherfuckers subtweet me, quote tweet me, or whatever. Pull your pussy ass up. Had a conversation. Okay? Especially you women. But you're not gonna do it. All right, a lot of y'all selling your pussy on and offline. All right, you got an OnlyFans motherfucking link in your shit. Baby, there's no need for you to talk to me. Okay, you got pussy to sell. Don't be concerned about my opinions of motherfucking feminism. All right, but outside of that, man, listen. This whole feminism has been the one even bigger than racism, bro. It's played a fucking major part in the downfall of the community. That's the conversation you niggas don't want to have. Shout out to man Sunshine Rob for the €5. Appreciate you, brother. I think those are pounds. My bad, pounds. I don't believe them or her when they accuse men of being abusive because we only get their side of the story and never the guy in question. Hey man, y'all can believe whatever. But listen, man, I'm not finna defend Pedro and them either. I understand what y'all saying, but it's in the culture, man. They be whooping bitches. I've seen it, and I haven't seen it. So hey, she said that nigga from motherfucking he a motherfucking guala. He out here. Hey,
the reason why I kind of started to pull on that thread, because like I said, I smell something. A lot of women will describe your behavior as abuse when they're doing the exact same thing to you.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm like, wait a minute, was he abusive or y'all fighting? There's a difference here.
She ain't answered. You know she ain't answered that question.
Well, Hood, that's a great point, man. Like I said, again, I want to try and get her to run away. Hell, they might, again, black women have the highest rate of domestic violence themselves. So there's a possibility that it was equal combatants, right? A lot of people don't even know about a lot of state laws have changed their approach to that just because of that. Equal combatants is a thing now. So to where, hey, both of y'all ass get locked the fuck up. So that's why I tell you, brothers, man, if it's ever a point in case of where she put her hands on you, leave, my nigga. File charges and leave, because you're the only person at risk. Shout out to man Tony going with the membership message. Appreciate you.
You're too down with the gang. You're one of my members.
See, Tony Golden gonna be one of these niggas that's fucking baby daddy number 5, fucking round. Talking about, can we see? Because if she show you that ass, nigga, and it look right, you that ass though, niggas can't resist. And I'm gonna leave it alone. She a married woman now, man. Tyranny is changed. She married. She off the market, gentlemen. We'll just leave that at that.
I mean, just because a woman square up don't mean the game is still in her. Fantastic. We all know that.
Hey, Mr. Old Brother, I am not gonna cast any aspersions on this married woman. And her black husband, I'm gonna let him have it, brother, and wish him the best. That's it, man. That's all I can do.
I will too. Black love, yay, black love.
Yeah, man. Everything you said was right, but you made a claim about the Mayans, dog. I'm disappointed. What claim did I make about the Mayans? Is brother, y'all got to do some reading, man. Okay, y'all got to read, bro. All right, there's fucking African fucking influence and African DNA in Aztec and Mayan fucking what's name in the cultures and shit, bro. They were
Who
there.
didn't know that?
Apparently, this brother right here know that.
Never mind.
Again,
I think the most important thing she said was that there's always going to be somebody waiting in her box to marry her. That's that's why these women not going to learn. Because there's always a dude with a ring in his hand. No, I'm just saying, there's always a dude. There's always a dude with a ring in his hand trying to propose to her. I'm just telling you, bro. They said,
hey, look. I know personally, I think I said it before on your panel too, Mr. Fantastic, and shout out to you. I told y'all before, a woman only got 1,000, F's in them before they say F all men and don't give a F. Of course, the chick, when she's young and pretty, she's going to be a star. But when she actually get older, she going to get older and uglier, and her competition going to get younger and prettier. And the niggas that they want, they truly desire that they can't keep with that damn box. They're going to develop larceny in their heart. They'll do anything. That's why you have Tracy Ellis Ross, Joy Taylor, Keisha Cole out here trying to still do thirst traps, still trying to use their celebrity and their money to influence young, naive, green gang, goofy Gilligan niggas to keep in their so-called Jezebel's web, because they know the niggas that they want to go ahead and get bent over by don't want they so-called used, rancid, ran through box. And that's just the way it is. That's not me saying that. That's not Mr. Fantastic saying that. That's not the hood servitor saying that. That's nature itself and the God himself saying that. And I pass the mic.
You go in there, then they not gonna get the man they want.
Never.
Now, I ain't talking about that. Now, I ain't talking about that. They never gonna get the man they want.
Hey, I said there's no easy chair, bro. There's no rainbow at the end of the sunset. She got 2 options. Either she gonna scare the young chicks away and try to keep that young dude. And you hear what I said? Keep that young dude to herself, or my favorite, she gonna have to go drop somebody crazy and ruin society. What they doing now?
Well, no. So at the end of the day, man, any man that will take her is the right man or the other man she wants. The man she wants is irrelevant. If she's getting provision and protection, it don't really matter. You feel me? Whether she want him or not, because now, like I said, especially if she got a kid by him, she has the leverage. So as long again, and that's when we really start talking about the dick discipline and niggas making better decisions with situations and shit like that. Now we talking about she fresh, she fine, she all this other shit. She ain't got no kids, my nigga. Not excusing it, but it's understandable. But having the same attitude with somebody that's the opposite of that, yeah, brother, you gotta calm down, man. You gotta slow down like Bobby B and this motherfucker. But hey, man, I appreciate everybody for coming up, man. Great conversation. Hood, you going live?
Yeah, I think I might. I still want to review this one. I'm actually putting the clip together right now.
Throw your link in the chat then. Throw your link in the chat if you're going for the YouTube, and we'll have people swing your way. Shout out to the rest of you, brother, man.
Hold on,
appreciate
give me
y'all,
one second.
Hey, at the end of the day, man, like I said, my platform is always open to opposing thoughts, ideas, philosophies, whatever you want to have or whatever. I can have a civil conversation as long as you want to keep it civil. But if you want to get into some motherfucking, some downright good old nigga shit, I'm with that too. You want to roast and joke? I'm with that too. How we want to do it, man, we can do it. I'm never afraid of anything I say because, like you said, shout out to tyranny. I really do sincerely appreciate tyranny coming up because it just proves y'all, bro. I'm not making none of this shit up. I say, all right, I'm 41 years old. I'll be 42 this year. I have enough life experience, anecdotal experiences, stats, data, and an understanding. Most importantly, the understanding of how everything blends together, right? To make the assessments that I make. That's why I say what I say. I don't ever just pop out here and say some wild, crazy shit. For the most part. Now, if I'm trolling, clearly I'm trolling. But the assertions that I say and I make about black women are extremely, extremely accurate because I'm an expert on fucking black women. Okay. And I'm pointing out the critical parts. I'm being critical to the parts that need to be fixed in order for this thing to be survivable. Right? Again, this ain't no motherfucking rescue mission, bro. It's a salvage mission. Keep telling y'all there are very few and far between good black women left. All right. All right. Are they out there? Of course. But are they out there and willing to, you know what I mean? It's just so many caveats and so many variables as to where you know, black men are at a disadvantage unlike any other group of men. Right. But constantly we're the ones that told it's your fault, nigga. Yo, ain't can't don't want, nigga. Y'all out here beating bitches, nigga. Y'all out here getting all the hoes pregnant, nigga. And it's like, brother, can you spell statistics? Do you understand the definition of statistics, brother? One small group of niggas beating bitches, so now all the niggas gotta take responsibility for that ain't beating bitches. Man, get the fuck out of my face, bro. Never in your life, brother. That's the same as you saying, hey, niggas out here taking dick, so y'all got a motherfucker. No, nigga. Nah. And especially like say y'all gave me the info that he's down with the L Gibbets and shit. That already tell me that brother's compromised, man. All right. Shout out to the, rainbow people. Hey, do what you want. Love who you love, all that shit, whatever, that's your right. But you can't be pro black and be pro rainbow. Can't do it. It's been proven time after time after time after time again. You have your loyalties lie somewhere else way too much. Okay. Are there exceptions there? Probably, but I've yet to see them. Right, especially in anything major. All right. But anyway, man. Hey, listen. I greatly appreciate you guys for pulling up on me. Miss Fantastic 824 on all social media platforms. That is X/Twitter, TikTok, Rumble, of course here on YouTube, and I think I got a Facebook page. So, hey man, pull up on me, and hey, you puss ass, hoe ass, dumb ass, ugly ass, broke ass, po ass hoes, and niggas, and brotherfuckers, whoever else, bro. Be a man. All right, don't fucking hit me under no motherfucking troll account, nigga. I don't got no troll accounts. I got my face out here. All right, I ain't everything I motherfucking say. I stand on. All right, and stand by. So be a fucking man, pussies. I'm out.